What's up, everybody? This is definitely the first time I'm recording the intro for this episode, episode 110 of WCW. We're just going to get right into it, so I don't have to edit anything. We're just going to start at the booking screen for Saturday night. We're like 8 episodes of TV away from Halloween Havoc, which is in 19 days. So we got to go. We got to go. So we're just going to do the damn thing. All right, no nights off here for Saturday night. Where have we not been in a while? I guess the Southwest is the one we haven't been to the longest. Last time we went to Oracle Arena. What are we going to do? 25,000 people for a Saturday night. Well, I see why we went to Oracle Arena. That's like the biggest place. Second biggest, Delta Center in Salt Lake City. Let's go! Alright, booking team meeting. We're gonna stick with... Alright, near certainty for Ric Flair for a finish. That could be good. Angle idea, bit of a gamble. Gimmick idea. Safe bet. We don't have enough. Let's do character idea. Near certainty. Nice. Good meeting. Incident's junkyard dog wants to... You know what? Sure. The gambler. The gambler wants to do a job tonight. Let's see. You know what? The gambler can sell. We might find something for you, the gambler. We might find something. Randy Savage has noticed that Sting and Ricky Steamboat are becoming closer. Good. Noble, what's up? Sherry Martel has a character idea. Battle Cat was not happy with Lance Storm. Training. Boom. Done. Alright, great. I don't want to do any of this. Alright, we have a Book This Dummy from last week where Kurt challenged Austin and Avalanche to a tag team match with a mystery partner, which I think we all knew was going to be Tatanka. So let's just do that. There's our main event of the evening. Arn and Avalanche against Kurt and Tatanka. And now let me think about this. I'm sorry, Arn. Why did I put Arn in the... What the fuck am I doing? Arn. It should be Steve Austin. Austin, Arn. I was like, that doesn't look right. So if we were not having the Champion Carnival coming up so fast, I would be like, well, we should probably have Kurt win this and set up a rematch, or maybe we would have Tatanka sneak a win in and get a shot. But because the Carnival is happening right after Havoc and Austin's defending the title on Havoc against the other brand, I kind of feel like him and Avalanche should just win. That would also establish him and Avalanche as like a duo, which I think we're going to keep them as a duo. So let's have Steve Austin beat Kurt Hennig. And you know what? Let's do a distraction on Hennig from Sherry Martel. Why not? I'm doing a Here Comes the Money run and the amount of time I spend on my head and my hands playing chess. I don't know what a Here Comes the Money run is. Let's do an angle before that where Kurt announces his surprise partner is Tatanka, which is not really that surprising. But there he is. It's a 2001 mod where Shane owns WC. Oh yeah, that's gonna suck. Good luck with that. Kurt's surprise partner is Tatanka. Okay. Really enjoying seeing Avalanche fail up the whole save. Yeah, especially recently. Like, he lost his manager and then just got her back through the power of love, I guess. Alright. What else? What else are we doing on this brand? This brand's kind of just chilling until the pay-per-view. I could have Eddie. Oh, I was gonna say I could have Eddie cut a promo hyping the Super Viernes match, but this will air after that. That's like a classic WCW mistake, which I almost fell into. I see how they made it now. What do we got going on here for storylines? Arn Tenru is technically still happening. That could be a thing we could do like next week, as just like a hey, that'll get us a big rating kind of thing. Eddie and Rick. They had bad chemistry. But it has 97 heat though, so we probably should do it. Although, are they going to wrestle in the Champion Carnival? They're both in the block, right? Yes, they're both in the block. So that's what. That would be the third match, right? Actually, have they wrestled twice already? I don't know. Because in that case, we have to save it for the C2. Viernes won their show. Eddie and Catch Club. Ric Flair beat Eddie Guerrero. No, they've only... Okay, that's the thing we can do. Scott's going for the WCW title. Tag titles is kind of still going on, I guess. I'm going to have Arn cut a promo, because that'll do good. And Arn is going to want to match with Tenru next week. In a good old-fashioned book this dummy. Arn wants Tenru in the main event next week. Book this dummy. Okay. What else are we doing? Has Scott wrestled the other, like, evil fucks? That seems like such an easy thing to do. Steiner viewed Rick Steiner. Steiner brothers beat the game. Blair and Richard Morton. Scott Steiner beat Vito. The Coven beat the Steiners. No, he's wrestled like no one but Rick. Well, that's easy. It actually seems impossible that I have not yet booked Scott Steiner versus Mortis. Like, how has that not happened? I really haven't done this? They were in a tag match once. That's about it. All right. Scott is winning, obviously. Do I want to continue this? Let's do this. After the match, Rick is not there. We have not seen Rick since the pay-per-view, and I kind of like Rick being gone. So after the match, let's do like a 4-minute Vampiro attacker. Kevin Sullivan attacker. Actually, I'm sorry. Fuck Kevin Sullivan. Mankind Attacker. Mortis, you are simply there. Scott Steiner. Victim. And then let's send out Terry Funk. And Onita to make the save. Funk and Onita save Scott from Coven beatdown. Okay, great. You know what? I might even give this the storytelling match, even though it's only a 6-minute squash, but we're telling the story of Scott Steiner hates the fucking Coven. Why are you surprised that the Coven is still going? The people love the Coven. All right. Steamboat. Steamboat basically already cut a promo that was like, I would like to be in the Champion Carnival, right? Oh, I had an idea. Because we did the thing with, like, Mike Tenay. And that didn't go great. But then I was like, why would I do it with Mike Tenay when I have Bobby Heenan? Right? So this time I'm going to do a pre-tape. Let's call this a tease. Where Bobby Heenan is going to hype the C2 and talk about, what a tournament. You guys aren't even understand. This is going to be a months-long tournament. We're going to have 3 blocks. Oh, some of the biggest stars you've ever seen. Ricky Steamboat's already in it. Scott Steiner, I'm confirming that he's in it. Then we're going to have stars from Nitro. Stars from Super Viernes. It's going to be the craziest thing you've ever seen. He'll probably make jokes at some of the guys' expense. Bobby Heenan hypes the carnival. Okay, we'll see how that does. Hey, remember at before we did the before we changed this brand's pay-per-view to War Games, what were we gonna do for the TV title? I think we were gonna do JPL, Severin, and Takada. I think it was gonna be a 4-way actually, but he has already wrestled Shamrock last week. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a triple threat TV title match. $14 minutes. As John Paul Levesque is going to take on Takada and Dangerous Dan Severn. And this is how we're going to end their feud, by having one of them get pinned by Triple H. Perfect. You love to see it. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to have Eddie and Rick simply cut a promo. The gist of this is going to be like Rick comes out and says, I'm going to be in the Champion Carnival. And then Eddie comes out and says, well, I want a match with you. And Rick says, nope, too bad. You had one match, you lost. Tough shit, loser. And then he goes, well, yeah? Okay, well, if you're not going to give me a match, fine. I'm entering the Champion Carnival, and you'll have to wrestle me eventually. Rick and Eddie. Add themselves to the CC lineup. Okay, that'll do good. Triple H winning the world title from Scott Steiner is going to hit like crack. Love doing Triple H Scott Steiner main events like 13 years or whatever. Not 13, like 7 years before it happened for real in WWF. And we're terrible. Hopefully the ones in 1996 will be better. Steamboat. Steamboat's just kind of chilling. I'm gonna do the thing where Ricky Steamboat simply has a match. What a concept. Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna book Ricky Steamboat and Dean Malenko. Fuck yeah. Once again, I have done the thing where I didn't have a card booked, and now I've accidentally booked a loaded show. This has to be a tech master. Yeah, this has to. Oh my god, yeah. Alright, 12 minutes. Tech Masterclass. Your winner of the match, obviously Ricky Steamboat. But we will do a distraction on Dean Malenko from that damn Battle Cat to keep that going. Alright, what an opener. And then let's do something with Sid and Dr. Death. What have they been doing? Dr. Death simply beat him. Dean Malenko and Sid won a tag last week. All right. You know what that means? Sid promo time. Because he's the man that rules the world. Sid thinks he deserves a rematch for the U.S. title. The U.S. Turtle. The U.S. title. There we go. Boom. That's a Saturday night, baby. Let's open with the Rick and Eddie promo. That'll be good. And then the Tech Masterclass match, which will also be good. John Paul should actually be pretty high. This is actually going to be a pretty good match. Let's put this like way up here. Yeah, kind of a lot of talking in a row here, but that's fine. I don't know. I think this is a really good show. Could it get 100 again? I don't know. Maybe. I'll say like a 93. Here's the thing. I don't want to ask Ricky if he'll put over Dean, because if he says yes, then it's like there's a time limit to do it, and I don't really want to do it right now. Also, he's 50. He's like 40 to 50 points. He's gonna say no. He's gonna say no. Like, Dean should not be beating him really at this point, especially since like Ricky's in the C2, Dean's not. Like, Ricky should beat him. He's even getting distracted by Battle Cat to give him an out. It'll be fine. All right, Rick and Eddie, 96 promo. Good. Good. 87 for Steamboat and Dean. Let's go. Hell of a match. The people love technical masterclasses. The default product in that 2001 save is like 70%. Yeah, no, that's the product for TNA. In the TNA versus WWE series, it was the same one Nick has. It's supposed to be like 40% matches or whatever. And I said to Nick ahead of time, like, Nick, can I please edit it before we start the save? I can't. like, I'll make it something that still lets me book wacky stuff, but I can't do like 40% matches. It hurts my soul. 87 Sid promo. Oh, he cooked this week. Well, he got a 79 in a tech masterclass, and I'm pretty sure he has like 90 tech, I would assume. But yes, I mean, Dean Malenko is a good worker, for sure. I would imagine the problem he's going to have is kind of the same thing he had in real life, where his star quality will not be very high. So he might just be like another Severin, where we could get him into like the 70s, but then he's kind of stuck there. But that's fine. Okay, a 71 is like not amazing, but it's way better than Tenay and Wada did, so that's good. 70, classic squash match rating. Thank you, Scott and Mortis. Then we did this big angle. I think we did this exact 6-man tag on the lead to the pay-per-view, but we can run it again. You know, we could do a gimmick this time. That's fun. Ooh, 83 Arn promo. Ooh. Arn's slipping a little bit. Arn used to give me like 95 guaranteed on a promo. 87 TV title match. John Paul Levesque submitted Dan Severn with an inverted Indian deathlock. Holy shit. The shooter JPL. There wasn't enough selling, and Takada was off his game. So this could have been a lot better. But I'll take it. 87 for Kurt announcing Tataka as his surprise partner. 93. Okay. A very good main event. Not going to get us like a 100 rated show or anything, but a very good main event. Ooh, Steve Austin and Avalanche have great chemistry when teaming together. Ooh. Ooh. I think we just figured out Steve's post-Starcade run. Oh, a mere 96 for this Saturday night. No, this is a really good show. I think good. Financial report, 600 grand. Pop recap. We're up in Alberta. We're up in British Columbia. We're up in Occidente. I still can't believe we have 99s in like a lot of Japan. That's so crazy. It's me, Rick Savage. Do I have relation to Randy? Who can say? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You need to push into Europe. I mean, the only way we can really push into Europe is buying a company, but there's not really companies to buy. Cactus Jack is now a comedy wrestler? No! What the fuck? Get the fuck... Oh, this is the worst I've ever seen. Oh... RDF 887, thank you for the subscribing with Prime. I don't think my alert came up on the stream. Did the alert work? Or was I just too distracted? Ask him to change his style. Great. Great point. We'll see if we can do that. We did a house show in Puerto Rico for 800 fans. Okay, that's interesting. Hey, Mankind, I need you to not... What the hell am I looking at here? This is not my whole roster. There he is. Mankind, hello. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you about your in-ring. I want you to be a brawler. Okay, alright. Okay, that was easy. That was not a problem at all. He really should be hardcore, but we don't... Our product doesn't count hardcore, so I figured that was useless to me. So I made him a brawler. Damn it. I guess his body was hurting him earlier than, you know. Because, like, Mick Foley kind of does eventually become a comedy wrestler, but not until, like, I don't know, 2000? Like, it's not for a while. Maybe 2001 even? Because 2000, he's still doing, like, the Cactus Jack shit with Triple H. Microphone 4272 is really low. Yes. Especially because we've given him a lot of promos. You think it would... The range would be narrower, if nothing else. Mankind doing the Harada dance. Go, 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 go. What's like the 90s equivalent of a hoverboard? He's got soap shoes. he's y'all remember those? They were like shoes that had a thing on them that you could like grind rails. Well, set a rail up on the ramp, he could grind down it on the way to the ring. I don't know if they had those in 95. That might be early for that. Tohoku, we did 2,100 fans. Great. Alright. Super Viernes. No nights off. You're never going to believe this. But we're going to run Arena Mexico. Finish. Bit of a gamble for Steve Austin. Give me a better finish. Likely to see... Alright, no, alright. You give me like a bad and a not very good Steve Austin finish. Maybe this will be like a good Steve Austin finish. Oof. Alright, it doesn't seem like you guys have finishes tonight. So how about a character idea? Oh boy. Give me a finish again. Safe bet for Avalanche. Alright, we'll take that. Not the best meeting of all time. Locker room incidents. Principe Odin Jr. is here. No. Lemus Dos. Are you any good? You might be good. You don't really have any pop though, not even in Mexico. I think we're gonna say there's no spots available. Let's see, our stooge is letting us know that there is heat between Rick Rude and Arn Anderson. Okay. Dr. Wagner Jr. has an angle idea. Great. Viano 4 and Great Sasuke got into a huge row. I say it wrong every time. Blue Panther set up a barbecue. Hell yeah. What's he cooking out on the barbecue? I assume we were making some like some carne asada. Training. Great. Let's do an open forum. Let's do an open. You know what? That wasn't that bad. That's only a couple people. Busting out the tamales. I mean, you steam tamales, though. That's not really like a barbecue, you know? What's the one that spins and then you do the slices? What's that one? Did I do any books? Oh, I sure did. Oh, yes, we have the big tag. We have the big brothers tag match this week. Heel Trio wants title shot. Are we doing that this week, or are we going to put that off to next week? We can probably put it off to next week. We got our big brothers match. Hold on. We have to... Eddie has to be here. Talk brands. There we go. No, not the Mexican one. not shawarma. Someone's gonna know what I'm talking about. We're literally Googling Mexican meat you slice off the big spinning thing. Al Pastor. That's what I'm thinking. Thank you, Google AI Overview, for knowing what I meant when I said Mexican meat you slice off the big spinning thing. Who says AI's bad? It's fine. Alright. Let's book our match. Eddie. Hector. Randy. El Genio. What a match. I think the Guerreros have to win this, especially after Hector got unmasked and humiliated. Also, like, El Genio's on this side. He could lose. $16 open. Does Eddie have pop in Mexico? I actually don't know that he... 74. So less than he has in the States, but he is popular. Hopefully that's not, like, too much. No, we're good. Okay. Turn those brands back on. Alright. Heel Trio. What did they just be? All right. Let's You know what? I'm going to make it easy on myself. I'm going to book 3 singles matches with those trios guys. That'll be fun. I just got to make sure I have someone recognizable in all of them. Although, all 3 of the baby faces might be recognizable. Let me see. Love Machine, recognizable. Too Cold, recognizable. And Great Sasuke is unimportant, but he has very warm momentum. Okay, so we can do this, no problem. All right. So what are our best? Apollo Dantes, you are good at aerial. Are any of you 3 guys good at tech? What's Violencia good at? Violencia has okay tech. And then was it I forget if it was Oro or Plata, and now this is gonna hurt me because they're both healthy now. I believe Oro's the one we've been booking the whole time. Alright, let's do Too Cold Scorpio against Violencia. I'll give them 10. I think I might just tell them to cook. What's your pop? You have 60s pop in Mexico. Oh, Violencia is way more popular. All right, I'll give Violencia the win here. Violencia win. You guys cook. Oh, Too Cold is... Okay. Alright, damn. You can win. Alright. I think the heels need to win 2 of these going into this, and so I'm gonna do American Love Machine and Apollo Dantes, because Love Machine is the most popular... Ooh, can Apollo Dantes beat him? It's gonna be close. 10 minutes. Let's do Apollo Dantes. Let's do it tainted. Extremely unhappy. Okay. Keep strong American Love Machine. Oh, he was okay with that. Interesting. And then... Plata, you're the one we've been booking this whole time, right? Yeah, you're the one we've been booking this whole time. Whereas Oro... Actually, wait. Actually, wait. Hold on. No, Oro's the one we've been booking the whole time. Alright. Oro, you're wrestling Great Sasuke, and I think you could beat him. You guys are also going to cook. Why not? I still need a Tech Master class, but that's fine. Damn. These guys don't want to fucking lose. This is going to be a wrestling heavy episode, and I'm okay with that. Let me look at the Super Viernes. Let's see. Oh, Negro Casas is Pero. Let's have Pero cut a promo saying that he is in the Champion Carnival. I may have come up short last week against El Dandy, but I'm going to enter the Champion Carnival and I'm going to win the WCW title. I'm going to be the first ever Mexican WCW champion, I assume. I don't think there's going to have been any others. And then I'm going to have Negro Casas win an opening Tech Masterclass, and then also cut that promo. Who's got some tech that he can simply beat? Like, not Atlantis. Chavo? Get all the Guerreros booked? Coco Beware. 61-69 tech. Miguel Perez? Let's do Miguel Perez. Have I done this? Never as a singles. That's a little surprising. Negro Casas. Tech Masterclass. And we truly have to do promos here. Negro Casas, can you cut a promo? Yeah, no, you're alright. Negro Casas is entering the CC. Alright. Great. Let's have... I don't know if Hector's much of a promo. Actually, you know what? He's alright. Let's have the Guerreros cut a promo before the main event to hype it up. That's a match. I'm just in match mode. Six minutes, backstage, hype. Oh shit, I have to... Hector... Let's have Chavo be there. Andy Savage, off screen. And then I need to toggle brands off, go back into that, and add Eddie. Oh, we are like basically at time already. Oh shit, too much Hector Guerrero. Damn, I guess Eddie Guerrero is gonna cut a promo. Oh, that's crazy. That's still too much Hector? Oh, they didn't actually remove him. Remove. Save. Book. Yeah, there we go. Who else should the people hear from? Who else is in... I mean, are we gonna just load this with I am entering the C2 promos? Probably not. Elkanek has nothing really to talk about. I don't even know who's going after that title next. But he's over. Let's send him out there. Elkanek, you got 4 minutes. Go tell him you the best. Elkanek wastes 4 minutes of our time. Alright, the yellow is just that Sasuke's. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's open with Negro Casas. The Negro Casas promo. Or Great Sasuke. That is a show. I don't know what this is going to get, especially because I stupidly ended the Guerreros and Savages feud. So this is kind of just a cold match. So I think this is actually going to do worse than I would think. I think this show's going to get like an 86. Okay, hold on. Now wait a minute. We got a 90 for Negro Casas and Miguel Perez. What? Okay, damn. They cooked. We got a 79 for the Negro Casas promo. I will take that. $82 for Oro and Great Sasuke. Good, good, good. Sasuke was the better guy. I guess he was right to be annoyed. But money's fake. It's fine. $73 Connect promo. He did not do good without a script. Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, I guess in his defense, this was truly no script. I didn't even give him bullet points. I was like, get out there, big man. And he was like, okay, I guess I'll say something. 76 for Love Machine and Apollo Dantes. Good. This was just two good, like, upper mid-card guys having a good upper mid-card match. Nothing really to write home about. Just good. Some good wrestling. 90 Pero promo. Excellent. 78 for Too Cold in Violencia. Actually, that's a math not really mathing for that, so I guess we got to take that. We got to take that and be happy with it. Guerrero's promo. This was now just Eddie talking to Chavo since I had to remove Hector. That's actually kind of funny. Main event. Oh, they still got a 91. And the math super was not mathing, so we'll take it. Hell yeah. Maybe they were just excited to see Eddie on, in Arena Mexico. $89. Oh, we didn't get the bonus. Ooh, we didn't get the bonus. Okay. Yeah, no storyline. That was a 91 cold match. Although I think on this brand, because on this brand we use the like Lucha Resu product, it's different than our other brands. I think on this brand that doesn't matter as much, if at all. But yeah, like on Nitro and Saturday, if we do a no storyline match, it hurts. We made 800, almost 900 grand. We didn't. I mean, we got some yellow, but we didn't actually gain a point anywhere. And okay. Now we look at Ricky Rice. I haven't really said anything about the grainy pictures this stream, so I guess I'll mention, I don't think it can be fixed, gang. I've done everything there is to, like, look at. It just doesn't seem fixable. It seems mostly a problem with the way that TEW is coded, where it doesn't scale at all. The window is only the one fucking size, and it just seems like Wine has an issue with that. Yeah, I'm also kind of used to it, but I don't know if anyone skipped a couple episodes or something. That's what's up with the grainy pictures. I'm playing the game on Linux, and Wine is kind of fucking that up. They look fine here. I'm trying to think with Too Cold. You may notice here his picture looks shitty. I was like, well, maybe it can't make it, like, it's bad at making big picture small. Maybe I'll try making small picture big. So I changed his photo from 150 to 75. And it did look better in that screen, but of course it looks worse here. So it's a trade-off. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to keep them all how they are and live with the grainy pictures in the booking screen. But yes, I have spent, like, way too much time on that now. And now I have, like, Nick dragged into it. Like, Nick will just randomly send me a Discord message on, like, a Sunday afternoon and be like, hey, have you looked at this? And I'll be like, yep. Yeah, I looked at that, like, a week ago. Yep. Randy Savage thinks Apollo Dantes doesn't connect with the fans and we should write him off. That's rude. Eddie Guerrero. We asked Eddie to do one extra thing and go to Mexico, and he's like, stop booking me so much. Yeah, that's fine. You will be doing the Champions Carnival in like 3 weeks, but we'll try to tune it down before then. 5.98, $4.5 million for Super Viernes. That's wild. Like, we keep jokingly being like, Super Viernes is the A show, but like, it's kind of not a joke. That's the old, like, Super Viernes is the A brand, always has been. Like, it's that meme. At least it'll just be one night a week for Eddie. Yeah, I guess. That's true. Can we see the SMW show? Did I go past it already? Was that... I mean, I guess we could see it from the office. Office. Child companies. Is there not a way to see it for me? Can I do company info? No, not company info. That doesn't. Alright. Booking team, inner circle schedule, roster, titles, teams. Can I not do it from here? Do I have to go to, like, companies and then Smoky Mountain? Companies, Smoky Mountain. There, there we go. SMW Defiance. I guess that's like a pay-per-view for them. They had Jimmy Backlund beat Bob Armstrong. I hate that for a main event. I need you to put the young guys in the main events, Jim. Pat Rose beat Dutch Mantel to retain the Beat the Champ TV title. Tim Horner beat Carl Ouellet. The Natural Aces beat Kidman and McFly. The Natural Aces are Devin Storm and Paul Hogan. Alright, great. Brian Armstrong and Jen Next beat William Gallagher in New Breed Extreme. Kid Cash beat D'Lo Brown. James Maritado and Flash defeated Taz and Christian. Or Christensen? Kristen? Who the hell is that? Roy Christensen. Alright, it's just a rando auto-generated guy. Ben Lawler beat Devin Hughes. Tanaka and Nor. Alright. I mean, everything past the, like, top 2 matches is mostly the guys I want him to book. Can we fire? I guess we could, but... Like, I like the idea of those old guys being there. I just want them to be wrestling the young guys and not each other, you know? Like, in theory, Bob Armstrong being there to, like, wrestle Kid Cash or whatever is great. That's just not what he's doing. Check Jackie. Jackie Chan? Jackie Gata? Jacqueline, oh. I don't know that we need her. 2000 on House Show New England, great. The Tribe. Alright, let's book a Nitro. Alright, no nights off. Oh shit, I accidentally clicked nights off. No nights off, I said. Alright, where haven't we been? Chat, how do we feel about Nitro just randomly being in Japan this week? It is our most popular region. It's been a hot minute since we've been there. We have 99 pop, but Chubu just doesn't have any arenas. That sucks. I would love to do a show in Chubu, but there's nothing here. As long as there's no English promos planned. Haha. There's nothing planned. I'm way ahead of you on that one. Alright. Let's go to Kyushu. Haven't been here since Bash at the Beach. Alright. Booking team meeting, creative finish, near certainty, boom. Character idea, likely. Let's have a storyline idea. Safe bet for Steve Austin? Okay, I'll take that. Another finish. Safe bet for Jean-Paul Levesque. Beautiful. Devil Masami. No. Dusty giving booking tips to Dustin. Rick Rude yelled at Lance Storm. Randy Savage yelled at Lance Storm. QD Suzuki and Owen Hart have apparently been hanging out a lot recently. Okay. Training, boom. Address the locker room. No. I won't. Alright, last week was the 100. We had Jumbo and Rick Rude getting 100. Vader mock Sting. Lord Steven promo in front of the wheel. Terry and Ron defeated Dustin and Johnny Smith. Ventura got Sabu Ultimo booked for Halloween Havoc. Bam Bam defeated Rob Van Dam. Bam Bam is not the past. Tara Masawa beat Kawada. Oh, so we have to do Stan and Taue, obviously. That's a good match for Japan. I mean, Taue at least has pop in Japan. But there's still... I mean, Stan is also... There's no shot. There's no shot. I would love Taue to get this win, but there's no shot. I want to see how mad Stan is. I'm guessing furious. Yeah, furious. Okay. Alright, I'm going to have Stan win by disqualification. Did you do that 2 weeks ago? No, we did it. We swapped it. I don't think I did it 2 weeks ago. I mean, we'll double check, but I don't think I did. Stan wins by DQ with interference from Masawa. Japanese crowd's going to love this. From Kawada, rather. We ran it in March. Oh, no. No, we did in fact do it like 2 weeks. Fuck. Good catch. Damn it. All right. Well, you know what? Now we don't have to have Stan mad at us. That's fine. All right. Well, fuck what we did last week then. We're in Japan. All right, we're in Japan. Let's give guys... Everyone that's Japanese and has a big match at the pay-per-view should cut a promo, and then everyone else should just wrestle. So let's do Kobashi. You have... you are in the four-way, so you can cut a promo. On Jumbo... and Rick Rude, and Steve Austin. Kobashi hypes four-way. Oh, Vader speaks Japanese, right? Oh, passable. Passable. I mean, passable's okay if we need to. Although we already have, like, their thing is already set up, right? Sting will defend title. Yeah, no, we should have them. We should have them in a match for sure. I think he's got 100 promos in Japan. That is possible. I still think he should wrestle. Let's have Stan and Masawa cut a promo. Actually, maybe this is where Holy Demon Army cuts a promo. Because I'm never going to have them cut one in America. And it's a lot more likely to be good in Japan. Let's see what they got. Alright. I'm going to book a tag match in the main event here. I am going to have Sting teaming with Jumbo Tsuruta, one of the guys in the four-way, to take on Big the Invader and Steve Austin. And let's see, who needs it in the Triple Crown scene? Vader, good. Sting, good. Okay. Little title scene. Jumbo, good. Steve, good. Alright, everyone's good, so I can kind of just do whatever. Let me think here. Vader is beating Sting to win the Triple Crown. Jumbo's... Let's give Jumbo the win, because Jumbo's just a guy in that four-way. So maybe this could give him some juice. Yeah, and everyone's going to be cool with that, especially because we're in Japan. Alright. Fun idea for a tag match? Ultimo Dragon teaming with his good friend Bam Bam Bigelow to take on Sabu and Brian Pillman. We're going to give these guys the storytelling match. And once again, we are going to go to storylines and try to figure out who actually needs the gas. Bam Bam is good now. Bam Bam is poor. Bam Bam is poor. Bam Bam needs a win. Watch Ultimo have chemistry with Bam Bam. Not Rey Mysterio, but his boy Bam Bam Bigelow. That's who he's going to have it with. Sabu. Fucking Sabu, bro. Fucking Sabu doesn't like anything. We gotta let the women cook in Japan. I think we go full blown like 6-woman tag. So let's see. Let's go Cynthia. Who's the most pop in Japan of the women I have? Not Hamada, let me tell you. Kudo is very over. Apache! Okay. Alright. Cynthia Moreno. Megumi Kudo. And Lady Apache are going to take on Aja Kong, Bull Nakano, and the third most over heel in Japan, which is, oh, Toyota, big time. It's big time. It's hugely Manami Toyota. Okay. Would have been crazy if I had booked this exact match, but I had to know. Once again, let's check the women's title feud. Aja is good. Cynthia's poor. That's surprising. Alright, Cynthia, you're winning this match. Let's make this open. And honestly, cook. Alright, great. Let's see. Now we have Owen and Regal, who cannot talk. We have Gordy and Dustin, who cannot talk. Sounds like we just booked a tag team match, playa. It's possible I've booked this exact tag match, but we'll see. Actually, Terry Gordy might speak Japanese. I mean, he super doesn't in real life, but he might speak it in this game. Fluent Japanese. By God, Terry, get out there. I can't even imagine him speaking Japanese. That's crazy. Terry Gordy runs down the roads in perfect Japanese. As we all expected. Alright, then we have Owen and Regal, who I can't imagine either of them speak Japanese. So let's go at them and give them Japanese buddies. I don't know if we have any faces left. I mean, there's Johnny Smith, who probably does have some pop in Japan, and is English, so it would make sense. Yeah, he has some pop in Japan. All right, so let's do Steve Regal and Johnny Smith against Owen Hart and Dancing Kikuchi. Match of the Millennium. Oh, it's doing it again. Alright. It's 12 minutes. Seems like after I play the game for an hour, the windows start to, freak out. Nitro. This time Owen is the heel. Owen is poor. Regal is poor. They're both poor? Jesus, okay. Alright, well, in that case, I'm going to give Regal the win, because I think Dancing Kikuchi is the low man here. Oh, this is truly... Alright, this is truly cursed. Alright, 1 second. Gonna save this real quick. Saved, okay. Gonna go over to my pre-stream. We're just gonna reboot the game here. Alright. Yeah, Regal's just gonna win. Yeah, that's enough of that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's about either. How much time? Oh, we have 6 minutes. Somebody's cutting a promo. Oh, Masawa and Stan Hansen have not been on the show. I mean, them cutting a second... they should probably just cut a promo with Holy Demon Army. Instead of 2 separate ones. But also, they could cut 2 separate ones. That's fine. This will get 100, so we should simply book it. Stan and Masawa say they will simply beat HDA again. Boom. Yellow is just Sabu, right? Yeah, cool. TW really does. It's not that it doesn't like Linux. It's more that it's very much not meant to run on it. I'm running it with a Windows emulator. Wine's not an emulator, but I'm emulating it, It's a very old program that like doesn't emulate great under modern Linux. It is what it is. Boy, it would be so great if TEW was like somewhat modern. Oh, that would be great. Oh, imagine this game wasn't made in Visual Basic 6. Oh man, what a world. I know people try to make like there's like Journey of Wrestling and all those ones trying to be a competitor, but they don't hit like TW. They don't hit the same. Is this already in order? Chat, this is already in order. I have no notes to make. This is perfect. Is anyone local I want to throw in? Not a lot of locals because we're not in Tokyo or Osaka or whatever. Oh, 20-year-old Sanshiro Takagi? Oh, 20-year-old Sanshiro Takagi's bad. Oh, no. Taio Kea? He's also 19? Although, damn, he's kind of good already. Uh, 19-year-old Taio Kea, come have a dark match. Heal, sure, whatever. Pre-show. Taio Kea is going to take on what face hasn't wrestled? Taio Kea and Dustin Rhodes. Alright, that is Nitro from Japan. I think good. I don't know. It's always kind of a question mark when we're in Japan, but we're very popular here, so I think we could get like a 93 easy. The classic 70 squash match. Taio Kea got a 32, which, for a 19-year-old with 0 pop, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. We got 100 for the Stan and Masawa promo. Good. Good. I'm glad I was like, we should put this on the show. I'll twist my arm and put Masawa and Stan getting 100. We should do that, yeah. A 76 for Regal and Smith against Owen Hart and Dancing Kikuchi. Dancing Kikuchi got a 70. Look at him go. He dancing. Yeah, look at him dance, Michael. 88 Terry Gordy Japanese language promo. Let's go. Oh. Watashi wa Terry Gordy. Dustin Rhodes. Baka. Oh, we got an 80 for the women. Let's go. Cynthia Moreno got an 80. Manami Toyota got an 82. God damn. Bull got a 76. Aja got a 76. We really should run Japan more just for the sake of the women. They get such better numbers in Japan. $76. Yeah, this was not as good. I'm glad we did the much better promo also. That was a good call. Ooh, a 90. This was a storytelling match and got a 90. Okay, that's good. This match got a 90 and the Bam Bam is good now story lost heat? Jeez. Okay. $89 Kobashi promo. Good. Good. 93 main event. That is our... Although this feels like a math ain't math. Well, no, actually 94, 92, 93. That's actually an exact... That is exact math. That math is mathing. I guess I'm a little surprised it didn't go higher. Oh, we didn't have enough heat. The wrestling rating being that high meant that we couldn't get the heat. We would have had to have 94 heat, which we were actually really close to getting. If we had gotten 2 more crowd rating, I think this match gets like 100, honestly. But that's fine. That's okay. We'll allow it. The 95. I mean, that's a good Nitro. We probably should run Japan more often. We made $1 million. That's another reason we should probably run Japan more often. Gained. we ran in Japan and we gained a point in New England, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, and in 3 places in Mexico. You know, as you do. All right. Bull Nakano was a star in the making, says Sabu. Thank you, Sabu. We got a 5.25 and 4 million viewers for Nitro. Seeing a lot of bad locker room morale and tension and stuff in New Japan. Probably because Bill Anderson has been promoted, whoever the fuck that is. Why is this guy a locker room leader in New Japan? What is happening? There's a good chance you heard his name before, but you probably know some of the man. He's held such a... Okay, this is just like a good hand American guy. What's going on in New Japan? Let's see. Oh, AAA is gonna die. We are gonna put them out of business. I'm not buying AAA. I want the record to show I'm not buying AAA. We don't need it. We're already more popular than them, but we're totally gonna put them out of business. They are not gonna get out of a $6 million hole. New Japan, and we might put New Japan out of business too. Oh, oh, we're really. WWF still has 56 million though. So it'll still be a while until we can drop the Mission Accomplished banner. Give them a cash boost. You know, I did that once before, and they burned through that cash pretty fast. Super Viernes needs more luchadors. Nitro needs more Japanese wrestlers. I don't think either of those things are true. I think we already have plenty on both. Hey, Rayo de Jalisco is fully fit. We did a house show in the Southwest for 2,800 fans. Alright, let's run this second Saturday. Second Saturday? How far are we from the... Hey, 11 days! We're getting there! We're getting there! Alright, no nights off. Let's go... Let's go to the Midwest. Last time we went to the Hawkeye Arena in Iowa. Let's not go to Iowa again. We're going to go to St. Louis. No, we are not buying AAA. Stop it. Oh, we got a near certainty. We got a safe bet character idea for Ricky Steamboat. Bit of gamble for Stan Hansen. Got a safe bet. This is a pretty good meeting. Likely for Genichiro Tenru. You know what? Sure. Incidents. Richard Morton was just happy to be around. Training. Bull Payne yelled at Lance Storm. Thomas Rich and Bobby Fulton got in a blazing argument. Bro, switch to WWF and buy New Japan and AAA. Now we're kind of talking. Now, now that might make things interesting. The Italian Stallion yelled at Lance Storm. Tony Schiavone yelled at Lance Storm. Oh, Eddie Gilbert yelled at Lance Storm. All right, great. You know what? Let's do an open forum. Arn yelled at me. Don Callis yelled at me. Ken Shamrock yelled at me. Bobby, Eddie Gilbert, Battle Cat. Yeah, Battle Cat's really mad at me. And Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan yelled at me in his Boston accent. How dare you replace me with Mankind? Do you know who I am? My morale officer is Tori Wilson and no one really yells at her. Interesting. Maybe we should try a pretty lady as morale officer. Anyway, we've got Arn and Tenru in the main event. Let's go. Arn Anderson, Tenru. Are either of these guys Arn? Wow, Tenru is not in the C2 block. I have Rick, I have Steamboat, I have Arn. I have Scott Steiner, I have Hennig, I have Tatanka, I have Avalanche, I have Eddie. But Tenru, should be in it. Now, WWF has 56... Oh, we just checked it. They have 56 million. They could buy AAA easy. Chat, we should put Tenru in the Champion Carnival over Tatanka, right? We're in agreement on that, right? Or do we want to give Tatanka a chance? Should he get it over Arn? Should Tenru just win this match and get Arn's spot? Let me look at this. We have a heel, we have a face, we have a face, face, heel. Actually, we do need more heels in this. Because the only heels we have in it are Ric Flair and Avalanche. Yeah, it's only Ric Flair now. Yeah, no, we need to put Tenru in this. Arn, you are losing this match to Tenru, and Tenru is taking your spot. Put that in the notepad. Arn Anderson is a bit unhappy. Interesting. Isn't Tenru more popular than you? Wow, Arn has 91 pop in America. I mean, he's still losing, but that's high. And then let's give Tenru a brief promo afterwards to say he's entering the Champion Carnival. And this loser Arn Anderson is going to have to sit on the sidelines. Tenru enters the CC Arm jobbing to JPL when. Listen, don't play with me like that. Who all has on this brand? Let's see. Steamboat said he's in the CC. Eddie said he's in it. Rick said he's in it. Tenru, but that just happened. Scott said he's in it. See, that's already a problem. We have all these baby faces. Although Rick could team with the Horsemen. Oh, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. Well, actually, no. We have this. I already fucking forgot. We set up that 6-man tag. We set up Scott Steiner teaming with Funk and Onita to take on Vampiro and Mankind. And do we want Kevin Sullivan or do we... Kevin's still got to be better than Mortis, right? 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 $12-minute Wild Brawl. I should check the storyline. Wait, yeah, I should check the tag title storyline. We need a neutral Sullivan. Oh, Mankind's not even in it. He should be in it. All right, Vampiro and Onita are both neutral. Let's give Onita the win. So I would like them to get a rematch. Cool. Push Mortis where? You need to align people in your storylines. Or you could not do that, and then anytime they're booked, it just counts as advancing the storyline. I don't know. You could cheat the system. Or, you know... let's see. What else do we have going on here? Kurt's going to be in the C2. He should announce that. He's had a rough go of it here recently. Which I suppose will be this promo. Like, I failed, I got betrayed, I lost the tag match. I'm kind of at rock bottom here. But I'm hopefully I'll enter the Champions Carnival and I'll work my way back up. I mean, I think we could still simply... Well, you know what? We had Dean... Let's do this. Battle Cat and Ricky Steamboat, based on what we had last week, taking on Dean Malenko. Now, here's the problem. Who the hell would team with Dean Malenko? Oh, Finley. Finley and Malenko is a fuck. That's a team. I'm going to give these guys the storytelling match. Battle Cat probably needs a win in that feud so bad, so I'm going to give him a win. Let's see. Flair, Steve Austin. Steve Austin wasn't on Nitro at all, huh? Alright. I'm gonna do something unorthodox for me, and I'm going to send Steve Austin out on Saturday night to talk about his Halloween Havoc match. Advanced storyline. Advance the world title scene, but also advance. I believe it is Kobashi and Rude. Yeah, because they're in the 4-way too. Austin hypes 4-way. Is everyone that loses the 4-way in the C2? Kobashi is in it. Rude is in it. Jumbo is not in it. Okay, never mind. I was thinking about, like, maybe I'll announce here that, like, the 3 guys that lose are all in the Champion Carnival, but I didn't even do that because Jumbo's not in it. I drank too many beers on the flight. What? I was passed out by the time we landed in Japan. What? Yes, please save part 1. Thank you. Oh, Rick and Eddie are still just kind of chilling. Well, Eddie was like, I'm working too much. Let's give Eddie a night off. Which would mean Ric Flair can cut a promo. Eddie Guerrero's a bum. Everyone in the C2 is a bum. I'm going to Starrcade. Woo. Okay. Avalanche. All right, Sid. You know what? Let's do a thing. Let's do like 3 minutes of Sid brawling with Steve Williams. And then it gets like broken up. And then we add a second part where Dr. Death says, like, you know, enough of this. Let's finish this once and for all. Me and you, street fight next week. Sid, Death, brawl. Death says, let's have a street fight next week. Book this dummy. We got 10 more minutes. Alright, here's what we're going to do with these 10 minutes. Well, I guess we could do that. Avalanche, our man, our guy, is just going to squash somebody. He has probably squashed all these guys before. Avalanche, have you ever squashed Todd Champion? In July 1994. You know what? You can. It's time. You can do it again. Avalanche wins. Let's do a JPL promo. What does he have to say? I mean, it's JPL. What else would he have to... I'm the greatest TV champion of all time. Ric Flair is going to win the Champion Carnival. Horseman forever, baby. Woo. I guess he could woo. He is Ric Flair's protege. That is his gimmick. I guess he would woo. JPL is the greatest TV champion of all time. Woo. What's the yellow? Arn Anderson being unhappy. That's fine. All right, let's open. Let's open with Ric Flair. That should do well. And then let's do this one. I think that's a fun opener. JPL and the Flair promo this close is probably too much. Let's switch this with like Kurt. And then let's put Austin Hype's 4-way here. And that's a show. Our Nintendo singles match is interesting because that could do really well. I could see that getting like a 95 or something. Although it could also be like okay. But I think it'll do really well. I'm going to guess like another 94. Yeah, 100 Ric Flair promo. That's a good place to start. $82. Okay. Oh, Dean Malenko and Dave Finlay have absolutely zero chemistry as partners. Boo. Boo. Wow, Steamboat carried this so hard. Battle Cat got a 55, and then because these guys had zero chem, they got a 49 and 55. So this was Ricky Steamboat and some bums. And it got an 82. That's wild. 91 Kurt Hennig promo. Good. Good. 70 for Avalanche squashing Todd Champion, as is tradition. 86 for these guys brawling, and then Dr. Death going, Street Fight next week. 83 John Paul Levesque promo. John Paul Levesque struggled when going off script. Oh, not for long. I've heard by 2004 he has to go off script every time or he gets mad. That's what I've heard through the grapevine. We got an 85 for this. I'll take that. I will for sure take that. Yeah, Kevin Sullivan got a 50. You know, we might as well put Mortis in the match. That's on me. Mankind got a 90. That's good. Vampiro got an 85. Vampiro got an 85. Look at him go. Need to pin Mankind. Oh, maybe I should have picked Kevin Sullivan. Whatever. 100 Steve Austin promo. What? Yeah, it's got 95. This was very good. Also, Tenryu should be in... I can't believe Tenryu was not in the Carnival block. That's crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, no offense to Arn. Arn is also very good, but... Yeah, Tenryu's like one of the best guys in the company. 88 for Tenryu going, I'm in the Carnival. Yeah, it's got a 96. It's too easy. Alright, 689. Hey, we gained a point in Quebec. Quebec is Tenryu country. Alright, here's the thing, chat. We do technically have time for another one. I don't know if I've got another Super Viernes in me. What did we have? What did we have planned for the next Super Viernes? Trios title match, and I think that's it. Demo Lango doesn't connect with the fans. What? You should fire him. What? Yeah, I don't think so, Steve. Yeah, because if we do this Super Viernes, then we could probably make it to Havoc next stream. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Speedbook. It's our new tradition of speed booking the final WCW show every stream. Austin fears Malenko. Definitely a sign someone held up at a Raw in like 1990. Well, actually, probably at a Nitro. They probably held it up at a Nitro in like 1998. Said Austin fears Malenko, and then the back of the sign said like Raw sucks. Raw sucks spelled S-U-X. Raw sucks. Yoshihiro Takayama takes an MMA fight? Okay. House show with the Great Lakes. 2,800 fans. Cool. Alright, speed book. No nights off. Arena Mexico. Actually, I don't even know if the show we're going to book is like Arena Mexico worthy, but whatever. We're running Arena Mexico. We got a pre-show incident. Tonight's venue is temporarily closed while the incident is investigated. It'll be reopened shortly with no impact on attendance, but it does mean that won't have as much time for booking meeting. Yeah, that's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, 190. I mean, 196 is still quite a few points. Bit of a gamble. Near certainty. Bit of a gamble. Near certainty. Can we finish the pattern? Safe bet. I mean, good enough. Locker room incident. Mike Segura. No. Irma Aguilar. No. Classic rib on MS1. Great. Babe Ricard yelled at Tony Schiavone. And then Randy Anderson said, "Hey, don't you yell at Tony Schiavone." Well, actually, no, they've been getting along. Sorry. Skyda's got a creative finish. Doug Furnace yelled at Lance Storm. Training. All right. Alright, we know we're booking the trios titles, so let's do that. CMLL World Trios are there. So that would be American Love Machine, Too Cold, and Great Sasuke against Oro, Violencia, and Apollo Dantes. We give these guys 12 minutes. I'm going to tell them to cook. And I'm going to have... I think I want the baby faces to retain. So Too Cold's mad about last week. I'll give Too Cold the win. And then after the match, I'm going to do an angle where Plata returns. And then Oro and Plata are going to... the four heels will take out the three baby faces. So we'll do Oro, Plata, Violencia, Paulo Dantes. Then the victims will be American Love Machine, Too Cold, and Great Sasuke. Plata returns. 4-on-3 beatdown on Trios champs. I might have mixed up Oro and Plata again, but hey, we're speed bugging. Let's see. You know who else is in this block? We got Blue Panther, and we need a Tech Masterclass at the beginning of every show. So Blue Panther, you're gonna take on a heel, Wait, no, I'm sorry. You are a heel. I always forget that he's a heel. You are going to take on a babyface with some tech. Have you simply wrestled Skida? I don't know that we've done that. CMLL booked it in 1994, and it did really well. We have not booked it as a singles match. All right, I'll take it. 12 minutes. Tech match. You know what? No, actually, it probably needs to go 12 because Skydi's not very popular. Blue Panther wins a tech match class in 12 minutes. Road agent can't. Okay, we'll get a different road agent in there. Pirata Morgan, sure. And then we are going to continue our streak of man wins match and then goes, I'm in the carnival. Panther is in the carnival. Okay, great. Oh, that angle means that everyone's being used too much. Maybe I should drop that to 10 minutes. Is everyone still being used too much? Slightly. I think slightly is fine. That probably also means that that's not the main event. So, let's see. Got Connect, Paraguayo, and Randy. You know, let's just put all of our... Let's not overthink it. Let's put all of our stars in a main event. Connect's a heel, Randy's a heel, Paro's a face. How is El Dandy only well? I guess because it's an American. Alright. Let's do a big all-star six-man tag main event. It's Mexico, baby. We love trios. So that means we are doing Paraguayo. Paraguayo, Atlantis, and Blue Demon. We'll take on the heel team of El Dandy, El Connect, and Randy Savage. Actually, maybe Randy should just cut a promo after what happened last week. So that would mean the last heel. Oh, Negro Casas could be in the match. Yeah, let's put Randy. Hopefully this can be 16 minutes. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Pero probably needs the win. I know he's like annoyed after having to lose to El Dandy. So that's our big main event. Is anyone being used too much in that? No. We're good. Just the guys from the Trios title match. Alright, we have like half an hour left. Oh, Candido and Hayabusa are like still feuding. I just like totally forgot about that. Hayabusa defeated Chris Candido. Candido and Taka won a random tag match. Alright. Candido is going to win another match. Let's go a face to beat. There should be many. Hey, Rayo de Jalisco Jr., you're back. Actually, is Chris Candido... Oh, he has white hot momentum. Oh, and he is recognizable. Okay. Look at us just getting Chris Candido over. 10 minutes. Cook. Your winner is Chris Candido. I've noticed that we have Chris Candido in the Super Viernes block, but I wonder if it should just be Hayabusa. Because Hayabusa's not going to drop this title to him. Like, I know Hayabusa's the welterweight champion, but we're putting the Triple Crown champion in the Nitro block, so, like, who cares? Dito wants welterweight match with Hayabusa. Book this dummy. Like 15 more minutes. Who's left that's recognizable? Is Hayabusa not recognizable? That's surprising. Hector, Gordon Soley, Eugenio, Don Callis, Negro Casas. Let's book, because the Guerreros were so good last week. Let's book the Guerrero brothers. You know, Hector and Chavo, who are also not brothers, but whatever. Let me have this. Have they ever wrestled Dan Crawford and Doug Furnace? Now there's a question. No. First time ever, folks. Hector should win. It would be weird for him to get a big win last week and then lose to Furnace and Crawford. No offense to those guys. Hey, 6 minutes left. Someone should cut a promo. I think it should be Dandy, Connect, and Savage hyping the main event. Backstage hype. Randy. El Connect. El Dandy. Pero. Atlantis. And Blue Demon Jr. Alright, speed book. That was genuinely speed booking. I think we booked that show in like 8 minutes. That is some real just like scribbling shit down on a napkin booking right there. You know, let's open with the trios title match. That'll be fun. Actually, wait, I'm sorry. No, we have to open with the Tech Masterclass. What am I thinking? I almost blew it. We have to open with Blue Panther and Skyda. So let's actually move this like back up here. God damn it. Right click. There we go. Yep, I think that is in an order. Are you doing 2 out of 3 falls? I mean, no. We have not done that for any of the title matches. Mainly because all of the matches with the guys who are popular in Mexico but not popular in America, we get yelled at for the matches being too long, because even though the shows are in Mexico and feature luchadors, we're an American brand, so it goes by like the American popularity. So when you book a guy that has like 25 pop in America but 60 pop in Mexico, you get a note that like, oh, this person was overused, and if you get that too much, then it takes the show. It's a whole thing. Basically, because of all that, a lot of these title matches end up having to be like 12 minutes. Which is, doing 2 out of 3 falls in 12 minutes would be fucking insane. People would just be blitzing through spots. Anyway, I have no idea what the show is going to get. I'd be happy with like an 85. Speaking of an 85 for Blue Panther and Skida, that was a good match. Blue Panther is probably going to be opening every Champion Carnival episode with a Tech Masterclass. Now that I think about it, because this brand needs a Tech Masterclass every show. So some of those will be sick, like when he wrestles Negro. Oh, I guess we also have Negro Casas. He can also have Tech Masterclasses with people. But it also means at some point someone's probably going to have a Tech Masterclass with like Randy Savage. So good luck. Actually, I have a lot of Tech guys. I have Skida in this. I have Hamada in this. I think like El Dandy should be in this over Hamada. What the fuck are we doing with Hamada in this? Let's redo this Super Viernes. We'll do this after the show. I think this Super Viernes block I have now kind of sucks. Anyway, this was good. Wow, Blue Panther cannot talk at all. Holy smokes. He got a 50. This was a 3-minute promo, too. I wasn't even asking him to, like, cook or anything. 66 for Hector and Chavo beating Furnace and Crawford. That is fine. Oh, Chavo. Every time I forget, like, oh, yeah, Chavo's, like, not good. 75 for... You know what? Maybe Candido will beat Hayabusa. You know what? We kind of finally got him there. And his promo was fine. He didn't do a great job improvising. 76, I will take that. I will definitely take that. And then, Oro and Plata are back. 81 for the heel promo. Main event. Oh, this got a 94. Oh, these guys pulled a 94 out of their butt. Who would have thought just like putting our most popular guys in a 6-man tag would get a high rating? What a crazy idea. What if I took all our most popular guys, just put them in one match? Yeah, 91. This is like one of our best Super Viernes evers. Speed booking, speed booking, speed booking. Oh, Blue Demon Jr. was slightly overused. Ah, well. It didn't hurt us. We still got a 91. It didn't hurt us that much. Almost made $1 million. We gained points in Soreste and Sir. I don't know. This is a minor pet peeve I have with this photo pack. Is sometimes usually he's really good about getting like era correct photos, and then sometimes it's like this, where this is clearly a photo of Rhino from like 2004. This should not be the photo being used. Like, that lighting is too good. That's definitely a WWE photo. 6.32 for Super Viernes. Mamma mia. Alright, I want to touch on this real quick. So our Super Viernes block, we have Savage, he should be in this. We have Negro Casas, he should be in this. Pero, yes. Blue Panther, yes. Chris Candido. Wagner Jr. probably should be in it. Skida. Hamada. I think El Dandy should probably, like, he's the light heavyweight champion, but if we're putting champions in, like, who cares? Like, maybe we just... Honestly, maybe we replace Skida Hamada with, like, Hayabusa El Dandy. And we just put Hayabusa and Candido both in it. Let's see. Heel, heel, face. Heel, heel. Face. Face, face. So we kind of do need faces. Although Hayabusa is obviously... Alright, we for sure should put Hayabusa, I think, in instead of Hamada. And then El Dandy. Maybe El Dandy over Chris Candido. Although I did just say Candido's actually been kind of good. Wagner Jr. should be in it. I don't know. Maybe we just, I don't know. Maybe we do keep El Dandy out because we will need to build some matches for start. This is actually going to be really hard because we're going to be doing like 4 fucking carnival matches every show, but we still kind of have to build other matches for Starrcade, but also everyone that's good is going to be in the carnival. So, like, I don't know how you build, like, an El Dandy light heavyweight title match for Starrcade, but we can try. We could think of something. But I do think El Dandy, being one of the bigger stars, still needs to be in this. So I think we replace Skyda with El Dandy. In fact, having him be in this probably makes more sense, because then we could have him, like... We could have him take a fall to, like, I don't know. Well, actually, this is 2 heel heavy now, isn't it? 1 heel, 2 heels, 3 heels, 4 heels, 5 heels. That's 5 and 3. It's not that off. But yeah, maybe we could just have Dandy get pinned by, like, Hayabusa or something, and that'll set up the, because it can't be Pero. He's wrestled Pero too many times already. All right. Well, that's gonna do it. I'll be back next Tuesday. We're finally gonna make it to Halloween. By God. Also, we'll have to do the. We'll have to put the. Maybe I'll do that off screen because that's kind of boring. I'll have to put the blocks actually in the game because. The round robin blocks are hard to keep track of without the game things. So I will put those in the game. I might do that off screen unless I forget, in which then we'll start the stream with it next stream. And then Thursday, me and Nick, WWE versus TNA. I believe we are both pretty far away from our pay-per-view still. Although maybe in the stream after this will be at the pay-per-views, but I'm building to Bound for Glory. And Nick is, of course, voting for building the Taboo Tuesday. So maybe he's been posting that in the chat. I don't think I've posted it on the YouTube yet. Maybe this... I'll try to remember for the next time to put it... when I upload the next video, I'll try to put it in the doobly-doo. But yeah, tune in for that on Thursday. And that's going to do it. Bye, everybody.